Hello, I'm Daniela, I'm the chef de cuisine at Cosme, and we're going to be making sopes. Sopes is a traditional Mexican street food where you find everywhere in the corner of Mexico. They're like little masa cakes, and they usually have different toppings. Right now we're going to make an egg sope and chorizo. So the most important thing of a sope is the base. We grind nixtamalize in-house, but you can do this at home with maseca. So we're going to start with blue corn masa. Here's the blue corn that we use for this. And for those of you that do not have a tortilla press, we can do this by hand, and it's like super easy. You just have to make this flat. If you don't have your own, if you don't have your own masa at home, I just recommend you buying like a tortilla and double it up and just frying it. But that won't really be a sope. So it's just really easy to get maseca, put some water in it, salt, and you're good to go. Or just come to Cosme and we'll give you a few grams of masa. So the ideal thing to do sope on, you want to have a flat griddle. If you don't have a flat griddle, you have a non-stick pan. So you want to make sure that the sope does not stick to your pan. I recommend you using grapeseed oil, but the idea of a sope is to not fry it first. You want to cook the masa before. So there goes our sope. And you want to cook your thick tortilla about 1.5 minutes from each side. You're looking for to have a layer on top that is hard, like a tortilla. You're going to see the color changing on your masa. So now that you have your thick masa cake cooked, not all the way, you want it to still be soft so you can pick at the ends. The reason why you like pick on the ends like this is so the toppings, the delicious runny egg that we're going to make in a second, stays in the sope, and you're going to set it aside. Now we make our chorizo here. It's house-made chorizo, just because, I mean, we have to. We're Mexicans, right? Like, we have to have our own chorizo, and we're going to refry it. Just make sure that you get the raw chorizo so you can fry it yourself. It just feels like you made it, so you might as well just get the raw process. Once again, grapeseed oil. Make your pan ripping hot. You want to make sure that it's the chorizo that has been marinated for at least a week, so the flavors and the spices are here. And while you're refrying your chorizo, we're going to do something called a 5-minute egg, which is a hard egg white and a runny egg yolk. So how you do this? You want to make sure that you pull your eggs out of the fridge like 10 minutes before you do this, so the eggs won't crack on the boiling water. So we slowly put them in, and we put a 5-minute timer. It's very important to put the eggs 5 minutes. Sometimes if they're smaller, it's 4.5, bigger, 6 minutes. You just have to play around with it. It's pretty fun. All right, 5 minutes are up, and you need an ice bath. And you drop your huevos in the ice bath. So we have our eggs now. Our chorizo is still frying. You want to make sure that you fry your chorizo at least 5 minutes to get all the flavor out. When you know that it's done, is that the oil starts separating a little bit more. And of course your pork is cooked all the way. Now, hopefully you know how to cook beans by now. It's you soak your beans overnight. How we cook our beans, we put onions and dried chiles. You can pick your own. We use pasilla mije, which is one of my favorite Mexican chiles. It's like very acidic and smoky and just beautiful. So the deep frying part is most important for the beans. You want to use some lard. Very hot pan. Well, for refrying beans and for Mexican cooking, lard is so much better than butter because it gives it the pork flavor that you want. So once you already have like like a burnt hazelnut smell. It's a very nutty smell. You get avocado leaves. And you can get this at any Mexican market. So avocado leaves go in, and you also want to give them a little color. Burn the avocado leaves a little bit. And then half of our pasilla chile, and burn them. You see it's burned? That's perfect. Then you add your black beans that are already cooked. And just let them go for a while. Now that your beans have been refrying for about 15 minutes, we blend them up. Any regular blender is fine. Yeah, you want to make sure that your refried beans are very creamy because we are going to put two types of beans. We're going to use ayocote beans and black beans. You want the different textures. The ayocote beans are bigger and creamier and also have a thicker outside layer. And these ones are also creamy as well because you already pureed them, right? Okay, so now we have ayocote beans and we also cook them in water, avocado leaves, pasilla mije. And these ones we're also going to refry, but we're going to refry whole. Once again, we burn the lard, sliced garlic. Once again, you want a hot pan, onions, and serrano chiles. We like to slice them like this. And add your beans. And your ayocote beans are ready to go. All right, so we're ready to serve our sope, grapeseed oil. And you want to pan fry your sope. You want the outside to be nice and crispy and the inside to be gooey. We take it out of the pan, some salt on it. I like to use sea salt for this, just like extra texture. And once you're ready to serve, you want to drop your egg on a hot water bath to make sure that the yolk runs beautifully. Refried beans, chorizo. I like my sope to be heavy on chorizo. Then you have your ayocote beans, making sure that we create a nest for that egg, whatever you like. Then we have our 5-minute egg on top, add creme fraiche, the serrano slices, some queso fresco going around, and yeah, you want to make sure that your ingredients are like all over. It's like delicious, and that's it. Thanks for watching and come have our sopes at Cosme.